And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout.
Here we go.
But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, the guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Zion Williamson is out there with Olynyk. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. Now here's McCollum, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. McCollum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And the basket by McCollum.
CJ has always had that uncanny ability to just land on his feet, kind of like a cat. He absorbs that contact and completes the play.
Now, here's Thompson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Looking for Cunningham, and he gets it there. Hardaway with a wide-open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Pass to Olynyk. Williamson against Thompson. The drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. I think Zion has suffered from those injuries taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
And the basket by McCollum.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
I think the defense let up a little bit, thought CJ was an easy cover inside, but he's too crafty. He gets the foul.
2 shots.
Throw good, McCollum. If we're going to talk about, the craftiest players, Brent, in the NBA, where would you rank C.J. McCollum?
CJ is one of my favorite guards in the league to watch. This guy is not overpowering physically, Kevin, but his efficiency and the way that he is so smooth on getting to his scoring zones is something that I don't think we appreciate enough.
And so he hits both. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
Cade Cunningham now running that two-man game. You've got to stop the ball.
Here's Williamson. Pass to Brown. Here's Alvarado. And the 3 off target. Beasley outside. Duran against McCollum. Cunningham for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 5.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
Pass to Messi. And here is Williamson. Brown outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Different look here for Detroit. Stewart checked in for Harris. Holland comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. .139 left in the first quarter. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
What a nice-looking shot from Schroeder there. Caught the defense off guard with the beautiful floater.
Hawkins passes to McCollum. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Detroit's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Duran with a screen on McCollum. Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
The veteran Schroeder, excellent at recognizing when that mid-range jumper opens up.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 9. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. Pass to Duran. Now Beasley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Five to shoot. It's deflected. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Pistons ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Holland is out there with Asar Thompson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Beasley in at the 2 guard. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Here is Hawkins. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Your passes to Beasley. And they get it back. Pistons passing it around. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Beasley's got 5.
Beasley's been doing that for a long time, drilling from 3.
On the wing, Brown. A shot off that time. Good D by Thompson. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Pelicans trail by 3. Hawkins with it. Now here's Olynyk. And it's off from three-point range. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Quinones. He has yet to score. To stop the run. Holland with the rebound. Pistons leading by 5. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Schroeder. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Hardaway's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Cunningham in for Dennis Schroeder. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to McCollum. With the teardrop, it's tipped. Cunningham with it. He had 35 points last game out. Knocks it loose. It's rebounded by New Orleans, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me, and that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Count it. Cunningham's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get up, and start making some noise. Here they come. Go, dancing.
Williamson against Thompson. Pass to Misi. Here's the screen. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 12.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Pistons?
Now, here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the way up. 9 points in the game so far.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fella.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Pistons on top. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-3 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us through the first half. There is still some work to do for the New Orleans Pelicans. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish, Ernie. I'm ticklish. I don't want to
Come on. And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Pelicans.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so it's New Orleans with it. 8-point game. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the center. Here's Alvarado. No scoring in this one. And that one, good. McCollum's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Pelicans. Outside Hardaway. Takes the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Harris outside. Down low. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And it's an 11-point Piston lead.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
McCollum up top, guarded by Hardaway. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Detroit.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Dance cam, get ready everybody. You're going to see us up on the screen and show your best move. Ready, let's go! Oh, yeah.
1 Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Pistons. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And I think for the Pistons, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hoped they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now here's McCollum. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 5. And again, New Orleans has no up.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And when it comes to Jalen Durham, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, and can rebound, and gives you a different presence on the inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And so he's able to get one of 2. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Detroit. Brownie's checked in for New Orleans. Hawkins comes in for Jose Alvarado. And that one misses.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Now here's Brown. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. McCollum against Harris. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And now here are the 2K leaderboard. Since the All-Star break, these teams are leading the NBA in second chance points. The Pelicans 4th.
Not many will go after it on the offensive boards the way they do. I mean, and particularly since the break, they have really made teams pay on the inside.
Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. McCollum against Schroeder. Pulls up on the wing. Again, McCollum missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And the basket by McCollum.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Thompson outside. To the paint. Here's Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
For Detroit, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
First free throw is good.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Robinson Earl's checked in for the Pelicans. Both good from the line that time. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 17. They host the 76ers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Robinson Earl. Still without a basket. Just 5 on the clock. Hawkins shot good. Here's Schroeder. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Harris outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Harris has got 8 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brown outside. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Schroeder. McCollum no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Reedy's checked in for Duran. And it's Fontecchio in for Tobias Harris. And the Pelicans also making a change. Reeves is checked in. Free throw no good from Beasley.
Well, Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played. And with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
Here is Hawkins. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hawkins has got 8 points. And so it's the Detroit Pistons feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. Then there's Holland. And it's Stewart in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pelicans trail by 17. Tries it from 9. And the jumper is on the mark.
I like how the confidence shows up for Hawkins down there. Doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Now Schroeder. From past the arc. No good. Shot missing. New Orleans gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Hawkins. Shoots over Schroeder. Brown outside. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons leading by 15. Here's Holland, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Fontecchio. That is his first foul of the game. For the Pistons, Waters is checked in. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Kane, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Robinson Earl. And here's Hawkins. Shot clock at 2. From the arc, Robinson Earl, good.
And the coaches have been working extremely hard with Hawkins, just imploring him to make passes like that.
Pass to Stewart. Beasley against Brown. No good from Beasley. Pelicans trail by 14. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Kane. Lays it up and banks it in. Kane's got his first 2 points. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Detroit leading by 12. Pass to Fontecchio. Throws it up high. It's stolen. Here is Hawkins. Pulls up from the corner. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What a quick release on the Hawkins jumper. The ball was in his hands for just a moment.
And Beasley has the ball here for Detroit. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your host squad. Everybody get out. Teachers are on the way, fans. Who wants the free team?
Pistons, entirely new group now out there. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Duran with it. Pass to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. That one's off. Still out of sync. Pelicans trail by 10. Williamson dishes to McCollum. Here's Alvarado. Covered by Cunningham. Williamson double team. It's McCollum on the wing. Fader on the way. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
I feel like the team right now is accepting the fact that C.J. McCollum is on fire, so they're looking for him on possessions in the half court.
Now, here's Cunningham. Hardaway finds Thompson. Harris outside. Cunningham looking it over. Over Alvarado. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Detroit.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now, here's Cunningham following the miss by C.J. McCollum.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so the Pistons take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never